What's up, guys? Yesterday I told you that what CardSnap is. It's the tool that tells you if your card is worth grading. But today, the single decision I spent the most time on is the paywall. Paywall is just a point where the app stops being free and it asks you to pay. I know it sounds trivial, but it's not. Where you put it basically decides where your product lives or dies. Because it sits right on the line between let people taste the value and stop giving away the thing that cost me money. So here's my constraint. Every scan is costing me money. The app sends an image to an AI model, but it pulls comparable sales data and it does the work. And that's the real money per scan, fractions of a dollar, but it adds up. So I can't give away unlimited scans. Someone would point a script at it and burn my budget in an afternoon. So the question is, how many free scans before I can ask for a payment? So let me walk through the options I actually considered. Option one, paywall at scan number one. You pay before you scan anything. The problem is it's kind of obvious. Nobody's paying for a tool they've never seen do anything. And the whole value of CardSnap is the verdict. So you can't trust the verdict until you watched it. You watched it be right at least once on a card you know. So charging at scan one kind of kills the trust before it starts. But option two was 10 free scans. This is like the generous instinct. And honestly, the collector community is the kind of audience where generosity earns goodwill. But 10 free scans is enough for most casual users to never hit the wall. The guy at the shoebox of 40 cards, he scans the 10 he cares about, gets his answers, and then he gets the heck out of there. So I've paid for 10 scans worth of API calls and gotten $0. The cost is real, and conversions are near zero. So option three is kind of what I landed on. 5 free scans. And here's the logic. 5's enough to build the trust. You scan a card you already know the value of. You watch CardSnap get it basically right. Now you believe it. Then you scan a couple cards you're actually unsure about. This is like the whole reason why you came. And by scan 4 or 5, you felt the value, and you've got more cards you want answers on. And that's the moment to ask for a payment. You're not asking a stranger at this point. You're asking someone who's already gotten value and wants more. And 5 caps is my cost. 5 API calls per free user is a number I can absorb. If they convert, great. If they don't, spend very little. But in full transparency, that's the deal on this channel. I don't have months of conversions data proving 5 is the perfect number. I have the logic and I have early behavior. 5 is my hypothesis. It might be wrong. It's entirely possible. The right answer is 3 or 7 or 8, 9. But the only way I'll know is watching the data over the next few weeks. So this is the part most build a SaaS videos they skip. They tell you the answer like it's settled. And I'm just telling you it's a bet. An informed bet, trust first, cost capped, ask at the moment of demonstrated value, but it's still a bet. But here's the principle. And if you take one thing from this, you don't put the paywall where it protects you. Put it right after the moment the user feels the first value. And not a scan later. So for CardSnap, the moment is around scan 5. And tomorrow, I'm going to open up about the actual brain of this thing, which is GPT-4o. I have that LLM doing the grading verdict. I'm going to run a real scan, and I'm going to show you exactly what the model's doing. But more importantly, where it's shaky. Because it is shaky in places, and I'd rather show you that than pretend. If you shipped a freemium product and landed on a different number, I generally want to hear about it. Drop it in the comments down below. And that's day 2. Like and subscribe, guys. Thanks.